Blood and thunder. Go with honor.
All right. The very first quest. Let's do this. Just to let you guys know, I was on here before, and the reason I dinged is because I was setting up the interface. I'm open to any suggestion of how to improve this, but the way I was thinking about this is I want to keep a lot of my totems here. See, I always looked at shamans as one of the most overwhelming class because they're totems, right? So I wanted to have like the main casting abilities here, and I think this is a pretty good setup because you have your the main cast. I'm gonna move this actually here because the way I've set this up is I have cell, and when I click, left click, it gives me that heal, so I don't need to keep it in any of the keybinds. So what I want to do is I usually am not able to reach beyond key number 4, so I'm gonna keep all my casting spells here. So the way it works is you have a casting spell here, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be at least 3 more, lightning chain and lava burst perhaps. So I'm gonna keep those here, and the best part about this is that this allows me, basically I have to use my middle finger or index finger. So what I gotta do is I gotta move away from my movement keys, and I can cast while moving anyway, so that will allow me to do casting 1 2 3. So I'll move away from the key and cast. So let me show you. That was my thought behind this. Like, check this out. So I'm running with W. I need to cast. I stop and cast. I can't move anyway, and then I can start running again. Shift, right? And usually for number 1, I keep it there because I've noticed as I was setting this up, right click doesn't really work, especially if there's another like NPC or player nearby. I can't just right click to attack because something else gets in the way. So I have this just there for emergency. Also, it's an awkward place, I think. So yeah, I think that was my thought process behind it. And this is your main two buttons, B4, B5, and then you have your shift. This is going to be for my main spells that I use, right? And then everything else, as you can see here, I've set this up like I have a mouse that has 12 buttons. 12 buttons on my thumb, on my mouse. So all of that sort of becomes this keybind. I don't think I can use anything beyond 6. So it's just a really awkward. Maybe I'll get better with this as we level. But for now, I have number 4 set here, shift 4, 5, shift 5, 6 shift. And then there's other few things. Oh, goodness, look at that. Ignore. There's other few things that we have, like G. I'm probably going to put like as a defensive. This is scroll up and down, shift up and down scroll. This gives me the shield, I think Earth Shield, something like that. And let's see what this comes up to be. I'm going to keep this as my CC for C. But again, this is very initial. I think we'll probably change some of this. Like I think I don't need to keep these there. This is probably going to be my movement spell. So probably Ghost Wolf. And this is my middle click. And I am probably going to assign my racials. Actually, that's a very good point. I'm going to keep this here. I am a pretty keybinds person, but I do like to click sometimes, especially on big cooldowns, because it allows me to quickly, that's why I have these target bars here. This allows me to, keep track of this. If I need to click somebody, I'll be, healing, for example, right? If I need to use any of my cooldowns, click and then back into healing. Same thing here. So some of the cooldowns will be here. This bar is going to grow this way. Let me actually show you. Because it's going to be an interesting one, because the way I have it here, see the layout. So you have your preview on. You have your very large, your party here. If I go to my raid, this is something that I'm going to be using in the battlegrounds. And this is going to grow. Let me see. Let's do. I guess it's not as clean as I want this to be. Let's see. I guess that didn't set up as properly. And also I have the focus bar here. So what this does, for example, if I click on here, it gives me the health bar of somebody that I have assigned. And what I like about this is because I don't have anything on click here, I can click on this person and I can just click their bar and it gives them a heal. I think that's such a good way to do this. I know it kind of gets in the way, but for now, I think this is looking pretty good. I tried it a few times and I think it works. I think it just works. I know there is macros you guys can use. I might be doing this where you click and it allows me to do it. But I think by setting those macros, I'm sort of giving up my natural keybinds where my left click is, to select. And I got 1 to right, to drop down. But yeah, I think we can, like I said, this is the basic layout. And let's see if we change. Again, like I said, this is one class that was probably the most overwhelming growing up. So this is probably going to be the most fun to learn, the challenge. I think I have mastered this game enough that Shaman is in the horizon to master. It'd be kind of cool to start picking up some professions very early on, because I know gold is something that's going to be will be needed ASAP. But the problem is, like, this is one thing I think Blizzard can potentially get better at, is actually just show professions in the starting area rather than you having to go to one of the big cities. I think that, yeah, there you go. So I have Questy on. I'm really thinking about picking up, what am I, skinning maybe, and herbalism. Herbalism for sure. Skinning, I want to pick up for the leveling part, but I think I'm probably going to go into alchemy once I hit level 60. The reason for that is just because it's such a good way to, bring in gold, skinning and also herbalism. And I think they go so good hand in hand because one is more about collecting from the environment while skinning is based on what you kill. So I think that's why they work better versus, herbalism and mining, because then you're just constantly looking through on your map for a particular thing. Versus if I kill this boar, I can quite literally skin him. Again, that's something that's I think could have been done better, where perhaps I should have been able to, I think it's a Blizzard thing. They should have like, at least profession trainers here, but not. That's a good idea. I mean, I think before I proceed any further, I think I'm just gonna go and pick up this herbalism. It's so close by. Let me see if I can find a skinning trainer. Yeah, I think the skinning trainer is in Orgrimmar. Should I go and get it? I mean, it's gonna give me a big edge, like, if I have everything ready to go. Because I'm killing animals anyway. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna get herbalism, and I'm gonna get skinning, and I'll hurt back, and I think it will save us a lot of time. And I think part of me wants to also set my hearth to here, because I think questing here, you'll probably move down here, and then once I need to start turning in quest, I can just hearth back here. All right, I think that's a pretty good idea. So this is actually a bit of a run. That's what I think. It's really inconvenient. I I think you should be able to, like I said, pick up professions here and here. Considering gold is such a big thing, like later on, I think level 40 mount is like super expensive. And one thing I'm super excited about for this class actually is the fact that they're doing dual spec. I know back when I used to play in 2004 and 5, it used to get very annoying doing multiple specs. So I'm really, really excited to try that. When did the dual spec come out? I think it was, let me look it up. I think it was Burning, no, it was Lich King. Oh, wow. It was during the Lich King era. Yeah, yeah, like I said, it's such a expensive way to this. I'm hoping the economy is pretty settled in this, but I think it would be cool to have professions early on. Oh, you know what? I also might pick up first aid. First aid, and let's see. Many of you might wonder why I'm picking up alchemy over mining, because that's also a good combo in my opinion. That's your mining and skinning, because they go hand to hand. I like alchemy because I'm thinking about the fact that consumables like potions and raids and so on are going to be more valuable, and I'm assuming I'm going to be joining, well, not assuming, probably I'm going to be joining a guild, and I think it would be a good way to help them out. Like they collect material, and I just go once a week and do some uh make some potions for the and oh, goodness gracious, I just remembered I need gold. See, this is why you need money. I have no money. I have no money, and I can't learn professions. It's what happens when you come back to the game after a while. You remember some stuff, but not everything, are you? I'm hoping I can sell some of these. I'm hoping I can sell some of these and get at least a silver. No, I don't think I can.
What can I help you with?
Oh, goodness. I don't think I'm able to. I feel like I might
Be safe.
be better just using the items that I have that I can wear at least. I think that should be good. Let me sell the rest. 62.
For the
All right, well that did not go as planned. All right, I guess I'll just hearth back. I'm not gonna run back. Starting up pretty rough. Oh goodness, like I used up like so 1 hour. I think we're gonna be stuck here for the next hour anyway, so I think I'm not losing too much. All right, back to square one. But I got a pretty cool shield though. You know, before trying this, I did level a retail character, which by the way was insane. I've noticed how fast your mana runs out in classic in compared to retail. So like this is like the real leveling stuff. Like I used to wonder, like I got to level 80 in about 3 days in retail, from 1 to 80, just running time, walking dungeons, and it was so fast. Like given the same time frame, I would have been at least level 20. Now, not even level 3. So it kind of takes me back. I remember running, getting to level 60 was such a challenge. But you know what was a really big challenge was actually going from 60 to 70 in Burning Crusade. That was something that I remember was so tough. It was so tough because the zones were so well. I don't think they were small per se, but I think they had pretty limited content, and running them over and over again was just crazy. And I think the fact that you had this goal to reach level 70 so you can get a flying mount was it made people more impatient. So yeah, that's why I'm doing melee over the range. I feel like that's gonna be a big thing. Oh man, like I mean, if I had 1 silver, I could have been skinning this, and you gotta make. I could have been bringing in a lot of money. Oh, there we go. A better upgrade. General goods.
Speak, friend. Be safe.
Oh,
What can I do for you?
that's another thing. I mean, that's so expensive. Like I sold everything. Maybe I can only buy one. I'm also really concerned that the fact that I was running out of mana by casting 3 lightning bolts. I'm assuming I'm gonna need a lot of refreshing water to replenish my mana. I'm not too concerned about the food because I can heal. I mean, I changed it. I think I'm gonna get the boots. I think I'm gonna get the boots. Oh, we're unlocking a lot of spells.
For the horde.
I am actually looking forward to level 20. I looked up the fact that we get Ghost Wolf at that level. Oh man, that's gonna make traveling so much easier. Like running to this, the fact that I had to hearth back just shows you like the level of distance that we need to cover over the time. Shaman trainer. Okay, so I guess I'm not high enough. That's what it means. All right. Another goal that I have for this character is to actually finish all the quests in every zone. Like just to give you context, I have a very severe OCD, and to be able to leave something incomplete, it really bothers me, like in the back of my head. So I am planning to finish every quest in every zone, even if it's a low level. unless it's providing me with really big inconvenience. Like, for example, you need 3 people and I can't find 3 people. All right, okay, let's see. Another thing that I noticed about retail is that they make anything that you need, like collectible for questing, it starts to sparkle up so you can identify it. Like here, if I didn't hover over this, I would not have known that I need to collect this, right? Like, I mean, this looks almost the same as this. Oh, I'm guessing it's because of this apple thing on top. Cactus apple that we're collecting. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, like, I mean, for real, like, how the hell are you supposed to identify them? Okay, I mean, I kind of see it. The fact that I'm able to click right on them, I mean, that's fine, I guess. The classic experience. I'm just wondering, when they first released the game in 2004, I started much later on, like when people were already level 60 and they were raiding. I think they finished most of the end game. And there was already add-ons there, but I'm just wondering if when the game was first released, people didn't have any of this questy or anything. Like, what were they using, you know, to follow these quests? Like, I mean, I have, just imagine, like, just this empty map. You have no idea where to go. Like, see, nothing. Versus, like, if I turn this on, it tells me exactly where to go. Oh, I need to kill this. Like, see, you would never known. I only saw this because it gives me this prompt. My game could have skinned him if I only had 1 silver. Scorpion tail. I'm not gonna level. Nice. Kill. You know, the fact that this game's been active for a few months already, the fact that there's still a lot of player base, I'm not gonna steal his. I'm not gonna be that kind of player. Like, how many times can I cast this before I run out of mana? Like, there you go. Like, it's just 1 kill. Like, now I need to, like, drink or wait for my mana to recover. Well, that's right. Mages can make their own water. I think they're one of the probably easiest class to play, I think, because they can teleport, they can make their own food. Like, there you go. I mean, he doesn't care. Half mana, full mana. Let's go. Honestly, I'm ready for some new spells. Okay, I just had 3 resists. I mean, that the player base is still there. Like, there's so many still new players coming on. I'm assuming some of them are alts, but still, like, that's good. I mean, it kind of gives me hope because I was kind of concerned that this game in this late in the game, I might not be able to find people to do group contact with, and that kind of scared me. But the fact that I see like multiple people running, but also at the same time, it's not too crowded. Like, I'm not fighting over mobs. And I'm assuming that's something that people had to deal with when this game was first released. Like, if you had to fight over these, I mean, that's like fine because I think the drop rates is pretty good. But I remember there are like quests where the drop rates is like 10%. Like, not every single one of these drops. Like, how do you fight over this? So going back to my previous statement about finishing all the quests, if something is taking way too long, like if I'm killing like hundreds and hundreds of mobs and I need to collect like 30 items from them, like it might not be worth it for me, like I might just move on from that. But for now, let's stick to the fact that I'm gonna be aiming to finish every single quest in each zone, and I think that would be pretty cool. There you go, that's one more done, and then this guy had another quest. Seems you're done, cannot, but it remains, bring to. All right. His fate is in my hand. I shall help. I shall help him. I don't know exactly what he needs. Wait, what was the quest? But I will help him. Seeing the deed you have done for me, steal my heart. I cannot fall so easily. I must endure. Okay, what do I have to do? Bring news to. Okay, so some. Okay. I'm gonna prioritize him. I'm gonna go and find the person who can help him. Yeah, there we go. Surprisingly, it's the same person that asked us to kill the scorpions. Let's get the cape. I must say, I'm most impressed to hear that you brought. Of course, of course. Okay, I'm gonna go with the one that's giving more gold. Wait, what? I thought he was supposed to give me another quest that saves him. I guess we're gonna leave him to die. Shaman trainer. There's a shaman. Yeah, there we go. Do we have any new? Oh, there's new spells. Look at that. I mean, come on. I can't even get this spell. Okay, let me see if I can sell some trash. But first, let me see if I can wear. Like, yes, I can wear that. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I made 1 gold. I mean 1 silver. I can buy 1 spell probably, just 1 spell. I mean, Earth Shark is pretty good, I think. I remember it being like super OP back in the day. Yes, I'll take that quest as well. Okay. Which one is better? Okay, so this is I can afford both. Oh, thank God. So this one is. You know what's interesting? I actually never thought about this. I, again, never played Shaman before, but reading these, I used to be a tank in Burning Crusade. I never realized this. Oh, by the way, before I get into that, distracting. But I'm gonna keep all of my buffs here. I remember them having a lot of buffs, so I'm gonna keep all these buffs, and I have a 97 key keyboard, and I'm gonna keep all my buffs on my keypad. And that will allow me to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buffs all across here. So I think there's like a few more of these that you're gonna get. There's what buffs do shamans have? I know they have these weapon ones where imbues their weapon. So that's one. But yeah, sorry, I was saying that I never realized that there's so many spells that shamans have that generate so much threat. So I'm thinking that shamans might be able to tank the low level dungeons, and I'm assuming that's the case. If that's the case, it makes this class so much better. Like, I mean, think about the fact that I can heal, yes, and certain dungeons we are short on tank. I'll just slap on a shield and put these on, and even Earth Shock. So like, so you have. I'm gonna put Earth Shock here just because it has some cooldown, so it's gonna be my shift button 5. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, perfect. And yeah, so like this one generates a lot of threat, and then this could possibly act as a taunt. Like it causes high amount of threat. Like really, I mean, I never thought about shamans tanking because they were leather. I mean, druids wear leather and they can tank. I get that, but they also have bear form, which gives them higher amount of armor, I believe, like defense. But at the same time, I mean, I'm thinking about it. I guess shamans can tank because they can wear shield. Huh. But is shield really equivalent to druids' bear form? Oh, new things you learn. I'm gonna turn this in as well.
Speak, friend, for the Horde.
Or the horde. Gotta get these lazy people working. They're slacking off. Okay. You're a good boy. Keep working. They call me the enforcer. Like, look at this guy. Like, seriously, does he not deserve blackjack to somebody's head? Let's wake this guy up. Yeah. That's right, you will. You will get back to work. I better not catch you sleeping. Let's see. Who else? Who else need a mace to the head? It says there's one working here. Like, look at this. Look at this guy. Are you for real? Like, seriously? Get your ass up.
Me busy. Leave me alone.
Busy. Sleeping 2 seconds ago. Oh, look at it. There. Out of the 4 that we have encountered, only 1 was working. And only reason he was working, and I bet you this, was because you can see him from the camp.
Not that kind of orc, okay?
And not that kind of core. Okay, we'll get back to work. You know, it's kind of weird to see these orcs doing this kind of grunt work. I'm not sure if that's a grunt work. Peasant work? I mean, that's considering, you know, orcs are considered to be like, you know, the warriors of all the classes, right? Like, take a look at Thrall. And I think their whole culture is about survival of the fittest. Like, if you're not strong enough, I guess that's why these guys are, you know, bossing them around in a way. Like, look at this guy. He's already asleep. Like, I just saw him 2 seconds ago. Get up. He saw me. He got up. All right, there's 2 more here. But they're gonna be sleeping. Oh, look at this guy. He's good. He's working.
What do you want?
What I want. Don't worry about it. I bet he's sleeping. He's behind this mountain. He's fucking sleeping. There you go. Look at this guy. He's not just behind the mountain. He's behind the trees. Get it. That's right. That's right. They give me this job for a reason. All right, before I turn this in, let me get this quest in as well. There's a few quests, 2 quests there. It was kind of cool. You know, I was looking into the whole story. I guess it's a part of an opinion. Orcs, their main class, like I always associated a class with a race, right? Like I considered humans part of paladins and warriors, right? Like that's their main class, right? Night elves, easily druids, right? And orcs, I always get confused. I mean, I always looked at the fact that they were the initial classes. No, who created shamanism, right? But at the same time, they were also the class that fell into the Burning Crusades foul magic, right? Like it was what was his name? Oh goodness, Gul'dan. Yeah, Gul'dan. He's the first warlock. So what? Like I mean, at the same time, like I look at, you know, undeads as the original warlocks, but I don't think they are. I think the best class for warlocks, even though undeads are probably the coolest warlock class, I think orcs are potentially the first and the best class for warlock. And I think this is the reason why we have this sort of cave with demons, right? Because you have warlocks, you know, sort of taking over. And I think that's like part of like the shamanism and like foul magic, you know, sort of battling each other out. You have your dark side to this area, and you have your nature side to this area. I only need 2 hoofs. Like there you go. I'm completely out of mana. I think I should stop when I'm at the half. I think that would be a good idea, just in case I need to heal. Like this, and then just do melee. Alright. We need more of these. Oh. My first Earth Shock, and it was a disappointment. I think this one interrupts as well, so I'll save it for that. It's still nice to have like an instant cast, but I think it takes like shit ton of mana. Oh. Oh, I love this. See, this is what I meant. Like I don't need him, but I'm gonna help him. You know what I mean? Like that's how it works. Like this is the best part about World of Warcraft Classic, is where you actually help each other. You know? Boom, interrupt. Look at that. See? Easy, bro. We help each other out. You know, that's how it works. That's how we play. This is something that I really felt like was missing in the retail, and it was kind of disappointing. I think I enjoyed the fast pace of the game, but there was no sense of community. I think it was just so automated. I was just in looking for group the whole time. Like it was just running the dungeon from people that I didn't know. They just queue up, and we're out. That is the craziest pitch for a guild. I wish you were verbally and occasionally physically abused for no reason. Okay, I mean, I'm a little bit intrigued. Wish you had a group of assholes keeping you entertained, but always be there at the drop of hat. Just need that love. Well. I am very tempted, but I don't really have any dad issues, so I'm gonna just I don't have any dad issues, and I don't want any dad issues, so I think I'm gonna stay away from this. That is insane pitch. You know, when I was looking for a server to join, obviously I was gonna do a PvP server, so Nightslayer is the only one, but the first thing that I read about Nightslayer was that it has less community, but it's more aggressive in terms of people. Like they're not as nice. I think that might be a good thing. I think it will give us some moments that we can really like, you know, think about. And I think that was definitely one of those moments. Part of me just wants to join that just to see what kind of environment they really have in that guild. I lost the way out. How the hell do you go back out? Okay, so I killed him, so I came from this way. Alright, let's go this way. That's another thing I wish Blizzard did. I think if they did like the map for the caves from the inside, Like once you open up the bigger map, it would be so much helpful to navigate through the cave. Like, I mean, yes, this is kind of helpful, but I remember there being much deeper caves and dungeons and so on, and it's so hard to navigate through them, especially when you're new to the game. Like, I mean, it's been 15 years for me, but I'm still able to remember some of these parts. But imagine some of these players getting lost. Like, I just got lost in there. Okay, so I still need one more, and I think I'm good. But it's kind of really cool what they did for this zone, that they have this dead zone, and then you have some of these orcs, you know, becoming warlocks, summoning these demons. I think it's a really cool part of the lore. And I think making a shaman is kind of like so poetic. You as the main class of this race is fighting the opposite class, I should say. Is that the right way to say this? I'm super excited to get my first totems. I have never summoned a totem. Again, I just remember there being so many. So I'm really hoping the system that I came up with, and this new mouse that I have with 12 buttons, really sort of help out. But I mean, I can't even imagine having to keybind with like a normal mouse where you only have like maybe button 4 and button 5, and just having a keybind on your keyboard for so many totems. Like other classes have, like, obviously they have a lot of spells, but I don't think you're using them as much as totems are being used. Like you have your earth binding totem, your fire totem, your grounding totem. Like I can just see them being used almost every fight. Cool. I think this is a shaman quest, Call of Earth. Oh, that's right. I think you do quests to learn every, like individual totems. Hmm. Staff. Should we go double-handed? I wish we had a bigger community because I'm curious to know, like, is it better to go shield and one-handed mace or two-handed? Like thinking about the fact that, you know, shamans can actually tank, I do want to keep a shield, but perhaps going with a staff provides more damage. In this case, I think I'm gonna go with mace just because I think this is 2.6 damage per second. This is 2.1. I mean, 0.4 might not matter as much, but also this hits faster. So you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. Just gonna go with it and see. All right, there we go. We got the mace rolling. We are gearing up. I'm gonna put on these shoes as well, so we got some armor. Let's go. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for level 60. I mean, the leveling part is gonna be fun, but just thinking about what's to come, the raids. I have never healed the classic raid. It was just DPS. Again, playing Horde for the first time. In classic, I mean, it's super, so much content to come, so much to explore, and I'm super excited for the whole journey that Blizzard has placed out. I think it was a fantastic idea. It was such a good idea to do just the classic portion of Warcraft lore, ending at Arthas. I think it's perfect, and it would be so cool. You know what? I don't know if any of you guys actually enjoyed the movie, but I sort of see this like classic anniversary realms coming to an end, and Blizzard also, you know, releasing a new movie that revolves around Arthas. I think it would be such a cool concept.
May your blades never dull. Strength.
All right, let's get our first totem. I think I'm super excited for that. I think the first one we get is Earth Binding Totem, and I find that is going to be the most useful totem. And that's the best part. You know, I can think of other classes that can slow down like other enemies and so on, but think about the fact that I can place it and I can have multiple enemies after me. I can just throw down this totem and I can slow every single one of them down, and it's not a single use. Like I can kite them around it, and it will still work. This is one of the reasons why I always found shamans to be really OP class, but at the same time very high skilled class. Like you need high skill in order for you to play, just because it requires, like I said, imagine summoning each totem and summoning the right totem at the right time. Unless you're a clicker, that's another story. But having to keybind each individual totem, I just get overwhelmed. So let's see how this is gonna play out. Again, the goal really is by the time I'm level 60, I want to be a master shaman, staying in Resto spec till the very end. All right, we're here. Let's see, what do we need to do? All right. We got the cactus. What am I doing? What am I doing? Burning Crusade. No. Call of Earth. Bring to Enchanter. Okay. We're going back. Shaman. I wonder if there's another quest that you have to do at that level.
Hey there. Be seeing ya.
Oh, there you go. No, this is a different totem.
Later.
This is a different totem. I was not expecting this. This is hold on. P, yes. Summons a, okay, so this is the one that gives you health. No, it reduces your damage, melee damage to be particular. I'm gonna put this here. So yeah, so this is gonna be assigned to my number 6 button on my, that way I can just, boom, there we go. Look at that. First totem, look at that. We got the first totem. This is our first totem, guys. Let's look at the symbol. Let's analyze this. This is it. I really want to make these icons for my stream where you can see each of these totems. I think there's like earth, air, water, and fire. I mean, there's such a cool way to, I mean, again, part of nature. You know, it reminds me of the show Avatar, the Airbender. Like, part of me wants to, I wish it was a Avatar of Architect or something like that. Architect of Avatar, something like that. It would have been cool. All right, what are we doing? Okay, so we gotta go back. So we gotta kill the same person we already killed. Hopefully somebody else is there who's gonna help us. Like we helped them because, you know, we are nice people. All right, let's head back. Oh, you know what else I want to have? I want to have this here. So I want to keep these small, I find these items not always being usable. Like for example, this buff right here, I can just press 1, I can have it, right? Same thing with these. I don't see myself using these in combat, so this is more of a clickable. So basically all of these can become clickable, well, keybinds, action bars, instead of keybinds, because you don't need them in emergency. So I'll just click on this. So I want to do like consumables like up to here. So you'll have your food, potions, your teleports, and even your non combat abilities. I think there's like Farseer or something like that where you can look at look into the distance as a shaman. There's perhaps resurrection, something like that. I think that's how I'm thinking about doing this. Like, look at this. If this person is dying, I can give them a quick heal. I'm not gonna do that because it's gonna pull aggro, but I think it's such a cool way to, you know, free up so much of your keybinds. Keep forgetting about my Earth Shock. Guys, I think I have enough gold, silver to get my professions. Should I run back? Okay, I'm gonna run after this resets. Okay, so I need to go deep into this cave again. It's kind of annoying when you don't have any reason to kill these, but at least I'm getting XP. Oh, finish him, yes. Oh, somebody's inviting me. Let's wait. Hi. Where is this? Oh, it's right here. I think we have to go back. You... I think it's a different route because I don't remember coming down here. Yeah, I remember this. That's the lead. I need to invite this guy. I think we need... Like, look at that. I mean, definitely not a dead game. Look at that. I mean, stealing threat from the warrior. Come on. All right, let's kill this guy. Yeah, nope. All right, let's make sure this guy gets it too. All right, I'm gonna help this guy, you know, just because. Nice. Did we help out? It's all good. We got both of our quests done, and I think this is it. I'm gonna hit level 6. I want to reach at least level 10 today. I think that's my initial goal for the very first stream. You think it's possible to do every stream? I'm doing 2 hours a day. Being able to get 10 levels every single stream. I think it's possible for the first 10 levels, but definitely not anything else. Like, check this out. As soon as they cast, I'm gonna hit them with Earth Shock. Look at that. Ah, too far, too far. It's all good. Put these in. All right. I mean, do I need this? 29. Yeah, I think so. That's nice. We got some potions. We got some potions. I think potions are so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna keep him here. See, like now I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm running out of mana. Boom. I hit him. I think it's a good setup. It's a good setup. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna swap these out just because I like apples. Not that it matters, but this one gives us a buff. So let's go ahead and start selling these. Well, no, I'm only gonna wear leather. Here we go. Now we got some like, real money happening. Look at that. We just gotta make sure we keep selling these grays. We got some really nice flow going. I mean, we started off rough, but I think we're making some good time. I think from here we're gonna go to this area, and then we'll pick up our very first profession. And we dinged, guys. We're making some good time.
What's that smell? Oh, bad dog.
Oh my god.
You're annoying my Dutch bride.
Poor dog. The fact that the dog understood what he said.
Brawlhall, go forth to victory.
The dog understood what he said. I need more bags. Listen, guys, I am so impressed. Honestly, as a kid, teenager playing this, I didn't appreciate this enough, but my God, to be able to design every zone, every detail, like take a look at this. Like look at this environment. I mean, we got the ambience music playing in the back. Like this is like a true indigenous architecture. I mean this is kind of crazy though. Like which which mammoth does this come from? I do want to see. It would be cool to see an animal. I'm assuming it would be a boss that they got these from, these tusks. But I don't remember a single animal or any NPC with this large tux. That is crazy. I'm assuming this is just part of the design and they just, threw it in there. But it would have been cool to be able to source them, you know? Oh, there we go. We got herbalism. Yes. This is only 10 cents. I mean, sorry, whatever, 10 cents. 10 copper. Maybe I could have gotten the skinning at least. Price. Oh my god, what a waste.
How you doing, man? Okie dokie. Later.
You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run. I think I can get all these professions. Let me quickly get all these quests in because I need to accept. And remember, the goal is what? We're gonna do every single quest. And I mean, there's some quests down here too. So I'm pretty sure if I go there, I can pick up some quests that I might need to travel back. So yeah, I think it might be a good idea. I think I'm gonna run there. I'm gonna pick up first aid, and then I'm gonna go to the skinning and pick up thing. I think I also need like a skinning knife for that to happen. What a run. I mean, like I said, it's so much thought given to this. It's long as hell, like running from here to here and then to Orgrimmar. Um, but the details, like imagine designing this, and much less designing this in 2004. Well, I mean, early 2000s. That would be just wow. Like, no wonder this game was one of the best games ever because it's just like the level of detail, the thought process. I mean, the graphics weren't like, up to the par, but I think they're graphics perfect for this game. And for the time, It's just they didn't spare any detail, and I'm excited to see some, you know, Easter eggs if there are any that come across. Like I said, I did play some retail, so I'm excited to see some characters from that retail, like how far they've progressed. I want to see them how they started off in the original World of Warcraft. It'd be really, really awesome to see. And I think that's really the intention behind this, right? Like I really want to, the intention behind this is to start from the beginning and work our way up, understand the stories, the lore that starts from World of Warcraft all the way to Lich King. I think it was a fantastic lore, and playing it over again, not only will it bring back nostalgia, but also really appreciate the detail that creators have, you know, put into this, not only in the story but into the zones and into each quest and each dungeon and each character. I think it would be really cool to explore, and that's really the intention behind this stream, is not just to play game mindless but really understand the nuance of thought put into every single element.
For the Horde! Loktar! Go with honor. For the Horde!
Before I start accepting quests, I think I will go and quickly get the there's one fact that in Lich King, and I think sometime in there we go, finally got this. In Lich King and I think Cataclysm, that's when I quit, by the way. They added so many more flight paths, right? I think there's a flight path here now, and then there, versus the original OG game where you actually lacked so much mobility because you don't get the mount until level 40. There's no there's no flight paths. There's no flight path. It's so hard to travel, and I think that's actually where the more I talk about this, the more I think about it, and I'm like, well, that makes sense because these creators made this beautiful map. They want people to, you know, run through, and they want people to see how each of these zones can be appreciated. Every detail could be like further inspected. I think that's beautiful. I just first I was thinking, wow, that's a way to improve on the game, is to perhaps they should have placed more detail right up front, like more waypoints and so on. But if the game was there just to really capture its creation, I think that placing more flight paths would have really destroyed the intent behind it. So I think that's a good call that it didn't.
May your blades never dull.
Okay. Oh, there's one quest right there. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, there we go. Break a few eggs. I think I just picked that up, and I would have gone back to this island. So now I can actually do everything and come back and start handing these in, and you know, I'm gonna start dinging like crazy. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Strength and honor.
Like, take a look at this. I mean, even here, like the fact that this guy is standing here versus in the camp, it allows you to explore the landscape. I mean, take a look at this, right? Imagine if the creator just said, you know, I'm gonna put him up here and there's no watchtower. How would you, you know, be able to experience this? Like, that's cool. Like, look at that. This is just amazing detail. Wow, just wow. And I think it held a lot more value back in the day because it was all new. I'm pretty sure players nowadays just run through it and they're like, whatever, I want to just level. But I don't know, man. I think it's the whole point of this game was to just explore all this. Like, look at this. This is what almost looks like a canyon. Well, it is a canyon, but that's a really cool like passageway that you gotta go through to reach the main city. Also, I think it gives a really cool opportunity. I know back in what was that zone called? Eastern Plaguelands, somewhere in the Eastern Kingdoms, somewhere here. Yeah, right here. There's like a small canyon here, like a small passage that gives people the perfect opportunity to, PvP. And those moments are so cool because in an open world, right? In an open world game, not just in any open world, one of the biggest open world game, right? How do you get people to interact with each other, either more friendly vibes or more, I guess, competitive vibes, I should say, is to create these moments where you have these canyons, where you have this passage that people must go through because it's the most accessible route. But at the same time, it becomes a place where players interact with each other, whether that might be in a player versus player or working with players. I know that sometimes does lead to griefing that has become a very common thing, and I think that's kind of ridiculous. Like going after lower levels as a higher level, I think it's the biggest kind of is the worst thing you can do as a player who appreciates the game, in my opinion. I mean, look at this. Like, if you were to just have flight paths, you would not be able to appreciate this. Like, look at this. Wow. Just breathtaking. Like the detail, the banners. I mean, it would be pretty cool to, experience this coming from a bird eye view, but wow. You can't just again these tusks. I think they're tusks. Unless there's something else. I don't know. But wow. Oh crap. I just realized I forgot to set my Hearthstone here. So we're gonna be porting back to this place. I think it's fine because we gotta go back in here anyway, so wow. That would be should I ask just randomly to see if somebody can give me some gold or more than gold? Bags. Bags would be really cool. What's this? Increase hit points 315%. Wow. Are these the world buffs? I think these are the world buffs that fight fire with fire. No. I think yeah, these are world buffs. I think these are like the new editions. Like I never saw these in the classic WoW. It'd be interesting to see how they have been playing out. I mean, a lot of people have them. Let's see. New to the game. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if somebody's nice enough. I do need them. I really do. Let's see who's nice enough. Oh, wow. Oh, I am good. Look at that. People are so nice. Thank you. Look at these. I'm getting these buffs. I'm good. Let's get some bags. I think the bags are so important. Bottomless bag. Oh my goodness, that's so expensive. I think I can't afford any of these. Is the economy really messed up in here? Or what's happening? Why are these so expensive? Okay, there we go. 14. I mean, I don't think I can buy 4 of them. That is crazy. That's so expensive. There has to be a 12. Yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, that's fine. Large sack. Mage. Yes. That's the one. That's the one we need. That's the one we need. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, right? 4. So that way we will not run out of any bags. There we go. All right, where's the box? Where is the box? We're cooking with fire, guys. I mean, really, it was really helpful. Look at that. We already have these bags all set to go. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go get ourselves skinning. And I think we're good. All right, skinning is somewhere here. So we need to buy skinning skills and we need to get a skinning knife. All right. All right, who's the skinning trainer here? There we go. We got you. Yes. Yes. All right. Do any of these sell skinning? Yes, look at that. We are all set to go. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And yeah, I think we're all set to go. We have our skinning. We have our first aid. We have our, oh, speaking of first aid, I think we need to set that up. Let's keep this here. Yeah. That's good. I mean, cooking and fishing, I'm not gonna pick up yet. I don't think it's there's like a large need for this as of yet. I just got these because I just sort of see myself bandaging a lot more, and that's might be more valuable. And skinning, and we got the skinning, and we got the herbalism for some money. We need to make money. We want to make sure that we have our mounts. So that's that. With that being said, I think I'm gonna call it a night for today. I think this is good. We are in a city, so we are gonna rest up, and then we're gonna just hearth back tomorrow and pick up where we left off. I think that's it. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow.